Hey everybody, I'm Jack and this is Raw Tropical Living. Thanks for joining me today. Well, if you watched the video yesterday, me talking about mono meals and how I'm eating, I'm actually on Banana Island for the third day. It's just been nice. I don't know how long I'm going to go just on bananas, but the nicest part of it is just taking all the thought work out of it. I don't have any thinking about food. I'm just going to eat bananas in one form or another. I have added a little bit. I usually like to have a little cinnamon with my sliced bananas, sometimes a little pumpkin pie spice, and I have been making spirulina smoothies, just bananas and spirulina. But yeah, day 3 feels good. I haven't done these too many. It's just like I say, it simplifies. Anyhow, today we're going to talk about raw food diet problems, bloating. I'm going to do a little series on this, various problems that people talk about. Guys, I do videos every day, so if you haven't already done it, please go down there and hit that subscribe button now. Then be sure you click on the little bell and check send notifications so you'll get notifications when new videos come out. Bloating. People are always talking about bloating. Bloating. I'm not an expert on the subject by any means. And I've always had good digestion. Even when I ate a sad diet, I had good digestion, fairly good digestion. Good is relative. I didn't have the digestion then I have now, but I'd say for people living the standard American diet, I had pretty good digestion. So I've never really dealt with a lot of bloating, just a time here or there, and I could easily figure what was going on. But that is a problem. I hear this all the time. People ask me, why am I bloating so much? I just can't eat. I'm bloating. Well, number one is you're probably eating a lot more fiber than you have ever been used to. So you're going to have to kind of get used to that. Sometimes you have to build up to the amount of food you can eat. I can sit down and eat 10, 12, 15 bananas. I don't eat that many in one sitting. I'm just saying I could if I wanted to, but I easily, make a 10 banana smoothie, or I easily sit down and eat 7 or 8 bananas. Now, when I first came to this lifestyle, no. I remember the first time I had like 4 or 5 bananas in one day, and I'm like, oh my God, I can't believe I ate so many bananas today. So bottom line, best case scenario is probably going to you're still going to have to adjust to eating the volumes of food we do. But you can help yourself along the way. One of the biggest problems of bloating is poor food combining. And by poor food combining, well, there's a lot of different areas of poor food combining, but the worst one is just having combining too much fat with too much sugar. Eat that, and I break the rules every once in a while, and you can, you'll learn as you go along what you can kind of get away with and what you can do every once in a while for a treat. I do it every so often. Let's see, where did I break the rule on that one? With that mango dressing, that mango red pepper dressing, I put a little tahini in there. I have no problem with that whatsoever, but for a lot of people, and I'm not eating large volumes of it, but for a lot of people, when you're just eating too much fat with the sugar that we're getting from the fruit, that's just a perfect recipe for a gut bomb. And also just eating too much fat in general, because fat slows down digestion. It's harder to digest the fat. Now you can find food combined. Just go to Google and search raw food diet food combining, and you can find a number of things on there. But to get you started, I can just tell you, it's like I'm always preaching on this channel. Just think simple. Newbies reach out to me sometime, or people will send me something like, oh, this is what I made in my smoothie, or this is what I had to eat. And I ain't going to never throw shade. Because you know me, I just am happy that people are vegan, happy that they're eating a plant-based diet. But I see these things and I'm like just shaking my head. No. Too many ingredients. My smoothies consist of bananas, greens, spirulina, and a little bit of cacao. You don't need to be putting all this stuff in there confusing yourself. And something you might do if you are bloating right now is start simplifying. Just eat those things. If you have to do it, some people eat mono meals because they need to, because they have poor digestion. Mono meals are great for your digestion. The body's only concentrating on one thing. It doesn't have to split its functions. It doesn't have this coming from there, or this breaks down the carbs and da-da-da. It's just boom. It's a beautiful thing, and it also brings clarity to the head. I think there's just something about the mono meals I love. Hydration. You got to stay hydrated because you're taking in more fiber, and more fiber requires that you have more hydration. So make sure you're staying hydrated. Best way to hydrate, if the best way to hydrate, you're probably going to think drinking something, is just eating your hydration. If you can get a good bit of your hydration through those higher water content fruits, that's gold right there. I mean, that is perfect. Another one too, now I don't have problems with these either, and some people say, well, we shouldn't really be eating them, blah, 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 but are cruciferous vegetables, like like broccoli, cauliflower, even cabbage raw. Is cabbage cruciferous? No, I don't think so, but these vegetables that are harder to digest, but I don't have a problem with that. What I would say is if you do like to eat your broccoli or your cabbage or stuff raw, I used to make this salad. I called it the gut broom salad. And to really make it easier to digest, usually I'd do a whole head of it. I'd put a head of broccoli in my food processor and just chop it up really small, and then I would do the same with cabbage, and then I started with a bed of lettuce and would put this on there, and it digested so much better. So that's something you might try there too. But go back to the simplest. Listen, anytime you're having a problem on this lifestyle, on this diet, take things away. Try to find out. Do your own work. Don't keep eating the same thing you're doing. Oh my gosh, I can't eat like this. Seek out the answer for yourself. Take something. Use your common sense. Now you know a little bit about food combining. Read a little bit about food combining. Go to Google. Get a few different angles on that. So yeah, just keep things simple. Take things out a bit at a time. If you're having trouble bloating, do a little detective work, figure it out. What is it that's causing that? Look at some of the food combining charts, and what do you think is causing that? What are you doing that that goes against the food combining? And it may not be that. Some people have. Listen, I had an aunt years ago, and obviously didn't live this lifestyle, and my father also in the later years of his life. I've seen people that have problems with their stomach that there's no, okay, it's this, it's this, it's this. So I do realize some people are going to probably bloat, and some people have kind of special circumstances with the condition of their gut already. So I'm not a next level expert on that. There's people that know a little bit more about that stuff than me, that's for sure. But keep things simple. Listen, go back to the basics. I know what you're doing. I know what most people are doing. You're not eating it exactly how you should be or want to be eating it, because you need that distraction. Maybe you're new to this lifestyle. You still need those those taste buds that still need to be entertained a little bit. But the simplest is always going to be the best for healing your body and giving you the highest form of health that you can have. And if you're having problems bloating it, just make it uber simple. Listen, this is how I do it. You can go watch any number of my what I ate in a day videos. I like to think of it as, let's get the heaviest stuff in later. In other words, let's get everything that's going to digest quickly out of the way. In other words, that's why during the day, I very, very seldom touch fat. I very, very seldom eat anything other than my fruit and smoothies throughout the day. And that's why I have this really good digestion. If possible, I like to get up first thing. When I first get up in the morning, I like something that I'm not getting right now because the watermelons have gone. I'm not getting enough juice yet. I like to get something high water content. Now I'm kind of making do. I'll try my best to drink about 1 liter of water first thing, but get that water in you. That's how I recommend. Get up, get plenty of water in you. Get 32 ounces of water in you. If you can, eat one of your first meals that's higher water content fruit. But we're not trying to be perfect here. Basically, all I'm going to tell you is just eat fruit throughout the day. Eat as much fruit as you want throughout the day. Watch your combining on the fruits. You don't have to be as diligent when you're combining fruits, but some fruits don't combine well. So you'll get so much out of just learning a little bit of simple food combining. I don't look at charts a lot. It's just kind of become instinctive. That just doesn't really, after a while, you'll be able to see that just doesn't really work with that. And it'll make sense to you. But just Just the most simple of the simple. I say I do a lot of fruit during the day. Sometimes I just roll into it at dinner. I've gotten to where quite fond of having banana and ice cream for dinner. But when I do eat other things, 99% of the time when my fat comes in the last meal of the day, or if it's heavier food, or if it's a big salad or whatever. It's just, it's that fruit throughout the day, and that carries me. But anyhow, it depends. It depends where you are, what you have access to. But I'm going to double down on that message. Just keep it simple. Don't try to mix all this stuff up. Don't be sending me these messages telling me, oh, I made a smoothie and it's got 15 ingredients in it. Because I'm nice, I'm not going to tell you, oh God, that's too many, but it is. I'm just like, sometimes I'm like, oh dear Jesus, what are they doing? When somebody tells me about their smoothie that I put this and this, a little bit of this, I put some of this, and then I put these, and then I put this one, and then I put that one, and I'm like, oh my God. That just is too much work. But anyhow, the bloating, you can get rid of the bloating. Don't give up on the lifestyle just because you're bloating. There's a number of tricks. If you really have a difficult gut, something difficult going on down there, there's people that can help you with that, people that are more qualified than me that know what to do with the gut issues. I've been doing this ginger lately. Ginger aids indigestion. There's a lot of little apple cider vinegar. I don't know if that's necessarily for the bloating, but I know a lot of people swear by doing a shot of apple cider vinegar a day. So anyhow, don't give up on the lifestyle. You'll figure it out. To finish off here, you're not going to necessarily, it takes a while to figure some of this stuff out, but just because you're not doing it perfectly, don't ditch it altogether. You'll get there. You'll get there. Don't give yourself such a hard time, and don't be in such a hurry. Anyhow, hope you guys enjoyed this one. If you like it, I'd appreciate a thumbs up. And we'll see you tomorrow. Peace.